my name is Dennis Stapp. I'm with the Madison Institute Association here in Madison, Alabama. And today we're pleased to have James Nyondo, who is the presidential candidate for Malawi. He's quite an interesting individual, and we are here to get a little bit more information about him and about his candidacy. And James, thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, as you've heard already, my name is James Nyondo from northern Malawi. Malawi is a nation of between 15 and 17 million people, landlocked between Mozambique, Tanzania, and Zambia, rich in natural resources, mountains, rivers, lakes, fertile soils, national parks, you name it, we have it all. Yet our people are desperately poor. That's where I come from.
Has it always been desperately poor, James?
We have had pockets of success, but for the most part, the nation has progressively gone backwards. It has gotten poorer with each passing year.
That's interesting. Tell us a little bit about your education. As I understand, you're educated at the University of Texas. You're a Longhorn, is that right?
That is correct. I have a business degree from the University of Texas at San Antonio, 2 law degrees from the University of South Africa, and 1 from the University of Pretoria. And currently, I'm doing my PhD in law with the University of Pretoria.
Well, great, that's a great thing to do. James, it must be a very daunting thing to actually run for the presidency of a whole country. To me, it just boggles the mind. How are you actually raising funds, to do this, and why are you running for candidacy?
Actually, I've been inspired by the founding fathers of this land. They had nothing really. They were facing the superpower of their time, Great Britain. The founding fathers here had nothing. All they had was a desire to govern themselves, to worship God freely, and to enjoy the fruits of their labor, pursuit of happiness. I read those things. They are real to me. So I said, if men and women risked all to achieve this with nothing, and they succeeded. With me today, I have God. I believe in Him. He is real. I'll do the same. But in the quest for the presidency, I will not sell my soul, because I've had a number of meetings. Indian people have told me, we will help you in exchange for a piece of the contract ahead of time. So to the Chinese, the ones I've spoken to, even some Arabs. Then I said to myself, I cannot sell my soul or my country. I can't do that. That is why I determined, by the grace and mercy of God, to do it His way, not my way. Because my way, I'll sell my soul and sell my country. It will never happen. So God gave me ideas about books. The first one is known as Absolute Integrity, the bridge to your destiny. And the other one is the prayers of Jesus Christ and those of His apostles. In absolute integrity, the argument basically starts from being honest with your wife to begin with. There is nothing more sacred on earth than a marriage license. If you can respect that license, then you're going to respect state constitutions, job contracts. God Himself has ordained marriage. He says, the two shall become one flesh. That's God saying it. And history has shown that those who violate this principle die prematurely. AIDS has wiped out more than half of the most productive people in Africa. That age group is gone because we have violated what God has ordained. Marriage. Sex in marriage. That's why integrity, its root starts there. And in Africa, every nation that I've studied, the ones that have made strides is only one, it's Botswana. And there's no record of the Botswana presidents cheating on their wives. But everywhere else where men have multiple relationships, multiple women, corruption is the norm, it's part of life. So I said, if this is the case, then there must be something about marriage. No wonder marriage is being assaulted from all directions, because it's the fabric, it's the glue, it's like a cell of a nation. And because God ordained it, they are assaulting it to destroy nations. So absolute integrity starts with how you are with your wife. If you can lie to your wife and come back home as if you did nothing wrong outside, you will subvert any law, any system, anything. You're going to be trusted. If you're in public office, you should step down, or the people must vote you out. I know, like in the Western world here, maybe because of advancement, as people say, you say we are pragmatists. A private life is his private life. As long as he does his job well, we don't care. But one thing you forget is this: when a public servant is cheating on his wife, he's going to use state resources to cheat, because he has to protect his good name from the people who voted him into office. Then he uses people who are paid by taxpayers to bring girlfriends to him. And often, these illicit relationships are carried out in state buildings.
Let me ask you something. It sounds like what you're saying is that your whole campaign is based on integrity. And what you are doing is following in the footsteps of our founding fathers for your country, hoping that you'll walk down the same path as we did to prosperity through an integrity-based campaign. Is that right?
That is correct, because let's examine history. Let's go down memory lane a little bit about where America comes from. Just a handshake was enough, was a contract. If someone said, my cow, the teeth are okay, or my horse, the teeth are okay, people believed it. There was no vet to verify that. There were no lawyers to verify that. People believed that. Just a handshake. And if you look at the developments that have taken place since that time, companies that have followed the path of integrity are still surviving to this day. If they make a mistake with their product, they recall their products before customers complain about it. That's integrity. The standards that have been set in America, and these standards are being exported worldwide, and these standards are of integrity, saying if this product is saying to have the following ingredients, they should be there. Those standards have gone outside the United States. We have taken them. But now, Africa on the other side, no one around the world wants to buy anything made in Africa. They don't trust African producers. They don't trust African manufacturers. We ourselves, we prefer to buy European things, American things. Why? Because of integrity. And the nations that sell a lot, that have been imitated a lot more than any other nations, are those who have got a Judeo-Christian foundation. And that foundation is basically of integrity. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. That is integrity. I will sell a product that I myself can buy. And when you have integrity, your source of wealth is more enduring than any number of gold mines. Gold mines can collapse, can be exhausted. But integrity, on the other hand, is inexhaustible. Once you are known to be a man or a woman of integrity, people come to you. They will buy from you. They will bring things for safekeeping to you. Look around. Investors, the investors in the 50s, 60s, 70s loved bringing money from America. They said, our money is safe in America. Our money is going to grow in America. If I invest $1 in America today, I'm going to have $1 in 5 years' time. But because of the eroding of integrity, even the erosion of the dollar has come in as well. So there's a tie here. That is why without integrity, no nation can survive. No family can survive. Nothing will survive. So that's why I've staked my future, the future of our political party, of our people, saying, we have tried to develop Malawi using our own ways, using pragmatists, men and women who are corrupt by night, have an honest face by day. And look at the results. Malawi is desperately poor, because for the most part, lack of integrity. So it's the whole of Africa, except Botswana president. So should we say, is it a coincidence that Botswana does not need IMF money, World Bank money? Is it a coincidence that their integrity has actually reduced corruption to a point whereby it's not even noticeable if it's there? Botswana is in Africa. South Africa is next to Botswana. Yet South Africa is known for corruption. Swaziland is just there. Lesotho is there. Angola is there. Zimbabwe is there. Mozambique is there. Come on. So that's why we are saying integrity is the way to go for my nation, for families, and for everyone else.
James, I wish that that message would get to some of our politicians here in the United States. It's so important, integrity. And we'll continue this. I want to talk to you a little bit about something that's going on in your country and the foreign relations between our country and your country. Go ahead and stop it, and we'll catch another file. I don't want to get these files to get too big to crash the computer. Can you stop this one? Yeah.